Hi friends, let us have a discussion on externalities. Externality means external effect from an action. External effect may be beneficial or detrimental. Externality refers to the beneficial and detrimental effects of an economic unit on others. An economic unit may be a firm, a consumer, or an industry. Externalities are also referred to as spillover effects from production and consumption for which no compensation is paid. Spillover effect means some of the benefits or cost of good may spill over to the third party. Spillover occur when some of the benefits or cost of production are not fully reflected in the market demand or supply. Externality may arise from both production and consumption activities. In case of production activity, it is a cost or benefit arising from production that falls on someone other than the producer. In case of consumption externalities, consumption activities cost, it is the cost or benefit arising from the consumption that falls on someone other than the consumer. The existence of externalities is an important factor which prevents the achievements of Pareto optimality even when the perfect competition prevails. Or in other words, we could not attain maximum social welfare or economic efficiency. There can be negative and positive externalities. First of all, let us see the negative externality. Negative externality occurs when the action of one party imposes cost on another party. In case of production activity, the production of a good or service creates external cost to the society. In case of consumption activity, the consumption of a good or service creates external cost to the society. For example, let us consider the case of a steel plant which dumps its waste in a river that affects the fishermen. The more the waste in the river, the fewer fish will be supported. This external cost on fishermen does not reflect in the price of the steel. There are some other examples of negative externalities. For example, air pollution, passive smoking, traffic congestion, noise pollution, etc. comes under the negative externality. Since externalities are not reflected in the market prices, they can be a source of economic inefficiency. This can be explained with the help of the figure. The figure shows the production decisions of a steel plants in a competitive market. Assume that all steel plants generate similar externalities. Each firm has a fixed proportion of production function, so it cannot alter its input combinations. Waste and other effluent can be reduced only by reducing the output. In the figure, the curve D represents the demand curve or benefit curve, and curve EMC1 represents the marginal cost curve or supply curve. The price of the steel is P1. It is given by the intersection of demand and supply curve. The individual firm maximizes the profit by producing output at Q1 where marginal cost is equal to price. There is another curve, MEC1 curve. This represents the marginal external cost, and one more curve, that is marginal social cost curve. Marginal social cost is a summation of two types of costs. First one, marginal cost, and second one, marginal external cost. When there are negative externalities, marginal social cost exceeds marginal cost. Already you have seen that the profit maximizing firm produces at Q1, where the price is equal to marginal cost. But the efficient output is at Q star, at which the price is equal to marginal social cost. In figure, the efficient output Q star is lower than that of the Q1. From the social point of view, the firm's efficient level of output is the level at which the price is equal to marginal social cost. As the firm's output increased beyond Q star, the external cost on fishermen also increases. What is the cost to society of this inefficiency? For each unit produced above Q star, the social cost is given by the difference between the marginal social cost and marginal benefit curve. In other words, that represents the shaded area in the figure. When there are negative externalities, the average profit cost of production is less than the average social cost. As a result, some firms remain in the industry even when it would be efficient for them to leave. Thus, negative externalities encourage too many firms to remain in the industry. In the presence of the negative externalities, a commodity or service is overproduced. Actual output exceeds the socially desirable level of output. Therefore, the activity generating negative externality has to be taxed in order to ensure Pareto optimality. Next, let us see positive externalities. Positive externality occurs when the action of one party benefits another party. In case of production activity, the production of a good or service creates spillover benefits that helps a third party not involved in the market transaction. In case of consumption activity, the consumption of a good or service creates benefits for society beyond those enjoyed by the individual consumer. For example, let us take the case of a homeowner repaints his house and plants an attractive garden. As you know, all the neighbors may benefit and may enjoy from that. Some other examples of positive externalities are flood defense projects, healthcare activities, vaccination against communicable diseases, education, and research and development. Externalities can also result in too little production. For example, consider the case of home repairs and landscaping. This can be explained with the help of the figure. In the figure, on the x-axis we measure homeowners repair level, and on the y-axis we measure value or price. The curve EMC represents the marginal cost of repairs, and it is a horizontal curve because this cost is unaffected by the amount of repairs. The curve D represents the demand curve, which also shows the marginal benefit. The repairs generate external benefit to the neighbors. It is shown by the marginal external benefit curve. There is another curve MSB that represents marginal social benefit. Here the marginal social benefit is a summation of the two types of benefits. First one, marginal benefit, that is shown by the D curve, and second one, the marginal external benefit, that is shown by the MEB curve. When there are positive externalities, marginal social benefit will be greater than marginal benefit. A self-interested homeowner invests Q1 in repairs. It is determined by the intersection of the demand and marginal cost curve. Here, but the efficient level of the repair is the Q star, which is higher, and this Q star is given by the intersection of the marginal social benefit curve and marginal cost curves. The inefficiency arises because the homeowner does not receive all the benefits of his investment in repairs and landscaping. He is satisfied only at Q1 level. Q star is the socially desirable level of house repair, but price is P1. This is considered to be too high to encourage him to invest in the socially desirable level of house repair, that is a Q star. A higher price, P star, is required to encourage the efficient level of supply, that is at Q star. In the presence of externality, positive externality, a commodity or service is underproduced. Its actual output is less than the socially desirable level. That causes a departure from the Pareto optimality. Therefore, it is needed to subsidize all activities which generate positive externalities. Thus, we can say externality may result in either overproduction or underproduction, or either overconsumption or underconsumption, that may result in market failure. Thank you. Have a nice day.